Oh no, it was an article. It wasn't actually a video, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
there's
Gamer.
an actual publisher that published the idea that there are too many heroes in Marvel Rival.
It was the
That's
gamer.
silly.
Oh yeah, it was this. It was this. I found it. I found it. Okay, okay. Let me open up the reaction window so everyone can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So this is an article from The Gamer. It says Marvel Rival has too many heroes for its own good. Marvel Rivals arrived with one hell of an impact, but as the dust clears, some of the obvious flaws are now plain to see. The lack of role queue is one major
Oh
omission,
my.
and is already making effective team play an impossibility when playing with strangers, unless you want to switch to a vanguard or a strategist of your own according to the salvage and aligning match. You'll end up losing. Well, I don't agree. First of all, I have played
No, not
many
at all.
matches. I have played many matches where I never actually get. I never even see the tank sometimes. Like I played entire matches where I'm just nothing but like a team of duelists and we managed to win. I think
Yeah.
everyone's so busy with like player comp or like the perfect team meta that they kind of miss metas that could happen without teams. Like, if you get the right duelist team playing them the right way, like, imagine playing Squirrel Girl who has, like, Spider-Man's, like, little web knot, you know? They stick the characters down, next thing you know, Hawkeye just shoots them in the head. Do enough damage, focus on the tanks, and focus on the healers, or focus on the healers, and focus on the tanks, and the entire team's dead at that point. You win.
That's one of the biggest things about this game. There is no such thing as a perfect team comp. It comes
Exactly.
down to who you know how to play and who you are good at. This
And-
is an outlier,
exactly.
but I won a ranked game without a single Vanguard or a single healer.
I mean-
normally play Thor in my ranked games, and just for the meme of it, I had a Chrono Shield, I swapped to Magic, we won.
That's fair.
We easily won.
Let's continue. This is a problem in Overwatch 2, but role queue has made it much easier to form teams you know have a decent chance of winning. If you work together, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they should do role queues in Overwatch. I think it's a bad mistake.
Mhm.
The reason is because certain characters will get played more than others, and then certain roles will be played more than others. I think if you just let them have fun and just let them be them, even with a really bad team comp, sure, you're gonna get a team comp that's probably not the best. Sure, you're gonna get one that's probably the best. But the thing is this, if you force everyone into it, then some roles are just not gonna get filled as much as others. And I'm gonna be honest, I'd rather get into a match quickly and then have a really bad team queue that will probably switch up midway through, or at least might actually be better than you think. I don't know. I feel like the meta shouldn't be just tank, healer, damage, you know?
Not just that, but you brought up queue times. I'd much rather get into a game within 2 seconds or less of hitting the ready up button than
Exactly.
the 15-minute plus queue time on Overwatch 2.
Exactly. No limits, you ask. You throw this aside from some chaotic fun where emerging victorious doesn't matter, but in Marvel Rivals, this is the only way to play. It's impossible to criticize right now. I spend games playing support out of obligation and preventing me from trying out other heroes. It doesn't prevent you from trying out other heroes. If you want to try another hero, just switch to another hero. If someone doesn't like you, wants to stop dying, they'll either pick a medic or they'll pick someone else. I have played every hero I want to. For me, I haven't tried a strategist. Not because I don't like them, I just don't want to play them. I'm not the big medic guy in this. I liked playing Spider-Man. I liked playing Iron Man. I'm a very good Captain America. But I do not
Absolutely.
like playing strategists. That's just a me thing, though. You can be you, but that's a me thing.
Well, that's just it. And without role queue, even in ranked, people can just play what they want to play and just enjoy the game. Because at the end of the day, it's a video game. It's meant to have fun, even in ranked.
Let me turn this down, by the way.
Personally, I do not like DPS that much. I enjoy playing DPS, but
Yeah.
I am not a DPS player.
That's
I like
understandable.
that I'm not forced to play DPS.
Exactly, that's great. Honestly, I feel like you shouldn't be forced to play any specific role. And I feel like role kills will destroy more rivals. Because I honestly think role kills actually destroyed Overwatch. When everyone just couldn't pick whoever they wanted to be and just had to pick based on like roles, everyone could see that, everyone was picking either damage or tank, and then no one wanted to pick healer. The whole thing.
It was a combination of role queue and then also it being a 5v5 game mode.
Yeah.
So now you only have one tank, and a lot of people like playing tank in Overwatch. So now you just don't have people who want to play tanks playing tanks.
Yeah. I autocorrected it. I'll be back later, Vor. Okay, they said they'll be back later, Vor.
Absolutely.
Don't think I'm smart. You're smart. You're the smartest being here. NetEase has created a hero shooter using one of the biggest licenses in the world in a free-to-play format where people will want to jump in and play as some of their favorite heroes without restrictions. They don't care about playing them well or trying to learn what their abilities do or the roles they fulfill. Their goal is to look and feel as cool as they can in the shortest amount of time possible. A power fantasy that sadly isn't possible in the game that demands mechanical knowledge like this one. I disagree fervently. I had a lot of fun. Even when I was Moon Knight and I didn't know his stuff, when I figured it out, it was fun, but I had to play him to do it. So, yeah, hey, Buster, do you know what Moon Knight does?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, for those who don't know, if you throw down his little ankhs or his little sigils, you can throw his main range attack will actually bounce off those sigils and auto target the enemies that are in the area. So I've been throwing it behind the enemies or in areas they don't see automatically. I'll throw it on the roof, and as soon as they walk through the thing, I'll actually throw my things at it and just basically pentakill an entire team.
Absolutely, and that's so rewarding.
It is so cool when you actually learn them. And the thing is this, I liked Moon Knight beforehand, I liked Spider-Man beforehand, I liked Captain America. I like a lot of the heroes, so yes, I'm going to gravitate towards them. But it doesn't mean I just don't automatically know them. Sometimes I'll play them and I'll figure them out. I'll figure out their movements. I'll play them a bit here and there. Everyone's going to pick the heroes they want to pick because it's a hero shooter,
Not just that, but that complaint about it needing mechanical knowledge is a little arbitrary. Every game needs mechanical knowledge. You will never ever pick up a random game you've never seen before and immediately intrinsically know what is going on.
Yeah, you're basically expecting them to know they're expecting them to know things they can't know beforehand. When you're the first time you play a Batman Arkham Asylum game, you're not going to know that the blue over the enemy head means they're going to punch you in the face,
Yeah,
they're just going to punch you in the face, You can pull that off in a single player experience like Spider-Man or Batman Arkham Asylum, but in those games there are no expectations to perform alongside a team. The only thing you can competing for is your own gratification. Marvel Rivals is different. It makes a game that looks this incredible and feel as good to play and have a skill ceiling that ruins much of the power fantasy from the outset. I disagree fervently. If you learn your character and generally just try to be good, hell, even say Spider-Man, he's very difficult to play. If you don't play him right, you're not going to do well for your team, right?
Yeah, you're going 0-16.
Yeah, but his ultimate, if you do it at the right time, the other day I was playing with Shizu and I was playing it with my friend Cam. I managed to basically team wipe several times using his ultimate, because I'd swing in while they're all grouped up on the point, and then I'd do, the amazing Spider-Man, and I'd web them all up. I managed to kill Thor several times, but then I knew as soon as I'm done with that, swing the fuck out of here, because I am going to die.
Mm-hmm. See,
but the thing
whenever
is,
people talk about power fantasies, I always think of one big thing. What is more rewarding? Playing a character for the first time and the game basically playing itself and getting easy kills because the character is intrinsically easy, or playing a character that is by nature hard, like Spider-Man or Psylocke or Magic or Black Panther, and then getting a team wipe because of your skill and knowledge of the character? Which one is more rewarding?
And also, I think they're going for the approach that I liked Titanfall 2 for doing. So do you know what Titanfall 2's motto was for their mechs and everything else like that? Booster?
I do know, yeah, sorry.
So you do know? It was, if everything is overpowered, then nothing is overpowered.
Mm-hmm.
So if every character is OP in its own areas, then that means no matter what, your character is going to be able to do something to anyone. Like Spider-Man, he doesn't have the best damage. He's probably not outbeating the Punisher in range damage. But you get in close, you can just swing in, hit them, and get out before they can even shoot your ass. Mm-hmm. So, game requires skill, whatever shall we do? I know a competitive game requires skill, whatever shall we do? Like, yeah, it requires skill, but it doesn't mean we should put people in like specific. Because the thing is this, the way this person's talking about it is like, hey, you know what? This game requires skill. Why do we have these people who are like just queuing and having fun as the characters they want to play? We should make it to where they have to play specific role characters because that's team composition. And I'm like, fuck your team composition. Let me have fun. That's literally it.
Yeah,
Fuck your team composition. Let me have fun.
Even if you're not good at the game itself helps you. There's
Exactly.
characters that are specifically designed for people who are not naturally good at these games, or who are, for some people, this is their first game they're ever playing. Like, right? Characters like Scarlet Witch, or like Frank or Punisher. Or
I always call him Frank. That's weird. I feel like people who know Frank should call him Frank, but I always call him Frank Castle. But
same. It's just less syllables for me.
So the Punisher. Well, actually, the Punisher is actually shorter to say than Frank Castle. Just weird.
I mean, like when you're in match, just saying the Frank's over there.
Yeah, the Frank is over there. So I figured it out. Yep. My issue is that Twitch stream. Okay. Nice. I'm glad you figured it out. Right. That's good.
What was going on?
Well, I'll figure that out later. Those who play those who play it for aesthetic only to realize what will be required for them to walk away immediately, but maybe they wouldn't have if Rivals was somewhat more meditate in its rollout from day one, and absolute stuffed with it's stuffed with content for a reason. Everyone likes games that are stuffed with content. Like, I don't want a Ubisoft game that's basically, like, as wide as an ocean but as deep as a puddle. I want a game that's deep as a fucking ocean, and I don't care if it's wide as a puddle. Like, there isn't that many maps on Marvel Rivals. There really isn't. I think there's, 3 or 4 maps in total? But each one has its, maps connecting to maps, so there's, more than that, technically. But
I think there's 4 total locations.
There's 4
and then,
locations.
6 maps, 6 separate maps.
Okay, so there's 4 locations. One of them is the Clentar symbiote planet. Another one is Asgard. Another one is the Hydra base. And what was the last one?
Oh, there's 5 then. There's Shibuya, the 2099 Spider-Man, and then there's also Black Panther. So there's 5 locations.
There's 5 locations. 5 maps at the get-go. That's not too many, but it's not too bad. But they're immediately, the season that just came out, basically, on the 10th, it's coming out. And you know what it has? A new map.
3
new maps.
3 new maps, yeah.
3 new maps. We're going to New York, and we're going to stop vampires. I can't wait.
With 2 new heroes dropping the same day, too.
4 new heroes. 2 new heroes dropping day 1 of the event, and then 2 more dropping midway through it.
I just mean, it's genuinely a month and 4 days since the release. We're already getting 3 new maps. How many new fucking skins?
2 new heroes.
2 new heroes. Day 1.
And then 2 more after that. In the time it took Overwatch to release 1 hero, Marvel Rivals is not only doing 1, but they're doing 2 more, and they already have plans for others coming down the line. I've heard rumors of Ultron. I've heard rumors of Ghost Rider. I've heard rumors of fucking, was it the symbiote king Null, you know? It's It's a bombastic launch that gives me doubts about its future. Even during its beta period, the roster was stacked with the staggering number of playable heroes and villains to choose from in its lead up to its full launch. More additions were confirmed for its roster, making it hard to determine who I'd main if I would ever have enough time to learn all of their ins and outs before release. Turns out that I didn't, and now the sheer act of playing Marvel Rivals is daunting once again. I find my comparing it unfavorably to What?
What the hell?
Wait, no. Are you telling me you'd rather play Overwatch?
Dude.
Someone sounds like an Overwatch fanboy. Because I'm gonna be honest. Ever since Overwatch canceled their freaking campaign, I have lost all hope for it. This game gives me a lot of hope, and it actually gives me hope they'll actually deliver on it, considering we got 3 new maps, 2 new heroes, and an entirely new season full of amazing skins.
So,
and I hate that. I hate that so much too.
The thing that gives me hope, I don't know. Did you play the beta and the playtest side?
I never played. So the thing is this: I was going to, but the time the beta was open for Marvel Rivals, the beta for Mecha Break was on, and I was so into Mecha Break, I just couldn't stop. I'm sorry, I played that for days.
No, that's very fair. Mecha Break was actually legendary.
Mecha Break, I am playing that day one. By the way, that is a must play on day one.
That is, I'd pay like $30 for that. That game was so much fun. Anyways, I digress.
So
there were issues in the playtest and the beta for Marvel Rivals. Those were almost, the communities filled out forums saying that we don't like this. These were a lot of issues. We would like these fixed before the game drops, whenever it does. Almost all the issues besides one that I had are no longer there.
That's understandable.
That gives me hope.
That's good, but at the same time is this. In the time it took Overwatch to make 1 new character, Marvel Rivals has 4 already confirmed, and you're getting 2 day 1 of that, the battle pass, and then another 2 the next battle pass. And the thing is this: I actually watched I watched the dev diary, and you know what they said? This is 2 seasons brought together. This is why we're getting 4 heroes in 1 season. So normally there's not going to be 1 hero a season, there's going to be 2 a season.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is amazing already. And say even if it's just 1 map a season, that's still cool as shit. I can't wait. Overwatch. Okay, let's continue. Overwatch launched with 21 heroes, while Rivals stepped out of the gate with 33, just 11 shy of how many Overwatch has now. As it isn't an original universe, it has decades of media to draw from when it comes to its roster. But that also means there's less potential for future additions, and some of the biggest names can't be capitalized on because they've been here the entire time. For the first few years of its existence, Overwatch turned each new hero into a legitimate event. You would even follow each update and tease with fervent anticipation, waiting to find out exactly what role they might fulfill and what they would look like. Okay, so 2 caveats with this one, actually. 1, yes, I will agree. And this one, I have to give Overwatch props on this. Every character felt like an event. They released a cinematic teaser for it. They always amped them up humongously. They got an entire Disney movie basically on them for 1 entire moment. And then everyone was super excited about that, right? But at the same time, the only problem I had was this. It's only 1 hero. 1 hero for the entire season, which is nice and all. But at the same time, Overwatch is drip feeding you content, and now they're just doing events. They're doing collab events with other things just to stay alive. And telling me you're gonna run out of memorable characters in Marvel? Are you actively kidding me? You know what, Voister,
literally impossible.
Give me I want you to give me a list of heroes you would add right now.
Okay, Colossus, Daredevil, Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer. I would settle for Doctor Doom, Ultron.
I think they're adding him actually.
Yeah, I saw leaks for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would really like Luke Cage, but that's just off the top of my head. If I actually sat down, I could Ant-Man. Ant-Man would be great.
Ant-Man would be cool.
If I sat down, I
Wasp.
could come with like a I could come up with like a 100+ character list
Like-
of cool individual characters that are separate from each other.
Exactly. You know what? You know what's an obscure Marvel character I would love to play as?
Let's hear it.
Can I be the Sentry, please?
Oh, that'd be sick.
He's
yeah.
basically Marvel's version of Superman, and he's awesome. And the thing is this. There are so many characters like that that people don't know about that they could love, honestly. Because if James Gunn has taught me anything, especially with like Creature Commandos and everything else like that, is you can take a bunch of characters no one's heard about, give them a slight TV show or at least a slight like emphasis on their background, and you're gonna love these characters. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, look at Jeff.
Look at Jeff.
Who the hell
Who knew Jeff before?
who Jeff was before this?
Who knew who Jeff was before this? Except for people who read the comics. People who read the comics probably knew who Jeff was. But any
I'm
like
an
Joe
avid reader
Schmo,
of comics. I had no idea who Jeff was.
you know what'd be cool? You know what'd be cool? Give us Gwenpool. Give us Gwenpool.
Gwenpool would be cool.
Like have her ultimate where she literally takes a comic book and just hits the entire team with it. Like you can do like saying there's not enough characters to get hyped over in Marvel Comics is outrageously dumb.
Yeah, it's actually delusional.
It honestly is. As it is, the one character I want to play so badly right now, can I please have Juggernaut?
Oh yeah, Juggernaut would be cool.
It's so bad.
My number one
I want
fan
Juggernaut.
character right now,
What?
number one is Colossus,
Magic
sister brother.
You know, that same for me, but this is my character I really want to join, and I don't care how much I really want them to join. Can I please have Nightcrawler?
Oh yeah,
I
that'd
love
be so
Nightcrawler as a character. He's my favorite. I really love Nightcrawler. But let's
Nightcrawler
finish.
would be actually peak.
Yeah, but let's finish up with this was. That won't happen when Marvel Rivals adds Sentry. Every new hero. Wait, what? I just mentioned. Oh gosh, every new hero was unexpected. Wait, that won't happen with Rivals adding. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you saying adding Sentry won't give some anticipation? My brain's breaking because of this article. Holy shit, it's making me dumber by the second.
Delusional.
I'm breaking my brain reading this shit. Oh gosh, give me Deadpool. Yeah, Russian Caster's right. Give me Deadpool. I think he's actually been confirmed, or he's at least being teased. But yeah, give me Deadpool. Give me Cyclops. Hell,
Oh my god, Cyclops.
what is it? I'd actually like Kraven the Hunter. Kraven would be cool.
Enchantress would be sick.
Enchantress, Green Goblin. I would love playing as Green Goblin. Just imagine him fighting Iron Man.
Too.
I mentioned him fighting Iron Man. That'd actually be kind of cool. Yes, please.
Yes.
Bring Nova. Bring me Nova. Nova would be cool. God. Luke Cage, yeah, like bring Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil, have them be like a team. That'd be cool. There's so many stuff you can do with this, and I'm like, why are you not doing this? Like, honestly, like, you can't tell me, like, so you're basically saying, oh, he's the Sentry, who's gonna care about him? You give him a decent animation, and plus, they actually released a trailer for the new season that looked pretty good. Also, they have an ass agenda that I am just here for.
Yeah, well, not only that, Sentry's supposed to be in the new MCU movie, The Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
So now there's hype for him in the movie.
Exactly.
So that will translate to in-game stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I don't care what people say. Please let Kraven be like Warwick from League of Legends, where he can smell low health. Oh, that'd actually be kind of cool. Or no, wait. Have him be able to set traps. Like, have him be able to like go behind enemy lines like Spider-Man does. But the difference is he can set a trap and like trap someone in there.
Yeah, that'd be sick. We need more traps in the game.
We
that'd
do.
Be really
we
cool.
do. That'd be actually kind of fun. But yeah, that won't happen when Rivals adds Sentry. Every new hero was unexpected, but for Rivals, it feels like we already have to temper our expectations after he's jumped the gun on its A-listers. Fuck you.
Didn't even jump the gun on the A-listers.
Fuck you on this one. Like, there's still so many A-listers we could add. Like,
it's
legit.
also actually dumb as fuck to say, why would a game based on Marvel include some of the most popular Marvel characters? Are you dense?
I think
Of course they're going to include Captain America and Spider-Man. They're some of the most popular superheroes of all time.
they have to. Captain America, Iron Man alone is like one of the most popular characters, if not the most popular right now.
Yeah.
Like, they had to. They need to give Adam Warlock. They included Adam fucking Warlock. Which no one knew until the Guardians movies or until frickin' the game, you know?
Yeah.
They need to give Adam Warlock a new movement ability. He can fly. Why I gotta climb, calmly walk. I don't know. You know, they can only do so much. I'm gonna be honest. But like, there's so many characters you could draw from. I love like Dr. Octopus just like walking through, being kind of similar to like Mr. Fantastic, where he can grab you with his arms.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Like, you can't just go like, oh, there's not going to be any hype for any of these characters. No, you design these characters well, especially the way you've been designing these characters. Let's be honest. I know what you're doing there. I know what you're doing there, Ease, and I 100% agree. You got imp approval.
Imp approval. Let's go.
I could be proven wrong, but right now, I'm not very excited about the new heroes to come to Marvel Rivals because it's already dealing with excessive roster. There is no moderation, and a desire to give players a temporary power fantasy instead of easing them into things. This will only hurt the game in the long run, and I feel that way right now isn't a good sign. Let's go read the comments. So basically make the game just as unfun as Overwatch. Got it. Yeah.
Pretty much. Let's remove all the fun character designs and actual cool creative shit that they do, and just make it basically just like Overwatch, please. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know why. I made an account and took my time writing a review. Disagreed with in this article, and it was removed for no reason.
Oh my god, they're getting roasted in the comments. Good lord.
Oh, see, the game doesn't need roll call, so it makes it fun. I swear, like. Man, my dog is like losing. Oof.
You going crazy mode.
He is. He going a little crazy. But
give him head pats.
I would, but I think he's just barking at. Oh no, there's a squirrel outside. No wonder. Okay. But squirrel alert! Squirrel alert! But no, my whole thing is this. We need roll queue. So okay, so you want to ruin it? Yeah, like I honestly think if you add roll queue to Marvel Rivals, you will kill the game again. You will kill it. You need to not add roll queues, because you can't force people to play the roles you want just because, you know, there's not enough team comp. You know, somehow I expect nothing from the gamer, and yet they still manage to find a way to disappoint. Yeah, it's amazing. Honestly, it is a very amazing to see how they could do that. It's weird. My whole thing is this: as much as the article I want to shit on as much, I can't shit on them for their opinion. This is their opinion. You know, this is how they view the entire thing. My whole thing is this: I feel like you're so stuck to Overwatch and how things should be done there that you're not really seeing what Marvel Rivals can be. Like, as much as I am like, I liked Overwatch as much as I trash on it now. The reason I don't play it anymore is because they basically smashed any hope of me having it as a good game, you know?
Yep.
Like, the campaign was the main thing I was hoping on to make me care about Overwatch again, and they said, we're not doing it no more, sorry. You know? In case Overwatch, everyone is a villain at this point. I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
But,
kind of.
like, to my point is this: there are so many people there. You're not going to run out of characters in Marvel. You're not. There's just too many. There's like over 100 years of comic books to draw from. Hell, at this point, go with like the Spot. No one cared about the Spot was until someone actually made him cool, like with Into the Spider-Verse. Like, who's gonna be afraid of the Spot? And then you show, oh, he's actually really dangerous because he's that cool. And they're like, oh yeah, it's like, this is my thing. When it comes to characters, you know, it doesn't matter. Any sort of character can be like Condiment King. You might not think he's cool or anything else like that. You write him a decent backstory, next thing you know, he's cool. No one gave a shit about Kite Man, and then they gave him a fucking show, especially after the comic where he actually shows his origin, and he's actually pretty decent. You know, he's pretty cool. The reason he has a kite is because Riddler killed his son, you know?
Yeah, well, that's just the thing. The characters will be as cool as you create them.
Exactly. Put in the effort and you can make a new character. But this one just seems like they didn't even need to mention Overwatch. Like, the fact they're mentioning Overwatch consistently is... I honestly feel like this one's a bit of an Overwatch shill.
Oh, 100%. I feel the exact same way. Maybe not even a shill, just someone who can't let go of Overwatch's nuts.
Maybe this is what it is. Maybe Overwatch is like the first hero shooter, you know, they've ever played, so that's the only reference of a hero shooter they can actually really trace back to. Because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people haven't played any other hero shooters other than Overwatch. Some people haven't played TF2. Some people haven't even played was it the other one that was on Steam? I can't remember. Paladins, yeah. Some people haven't played Paladins. But even then, Paladins and Overwatch kind of do the similar shit, you know? But
yeah, it's crazy to me that there are a group of people out there that hasn't played TF2.
Oh, well, that's the thing. They never grew up with it. I grew up with it. I grew up with the shorts, the animations, everything. But a lot of people never grew up with it. Overwatch, addicted the hero shooter genre, abducted the hero shooter genre, and left those thrones open for rivals to claim. I mean, kind of. Overwatch is in a situation where if they don't change everything around, like, things are going to get so bad for them, I don't think they'll survive. And plus, I honestly think hero shooters being third person is probably peak considering cosmetics. Like, I play Overwatch. Most of my cosmetics are just for like the hands and the arms and everything else like that. I think Marvel Rivals going third person was probably the best idea because you get to see the cosmetics you're using. You get to see the drip you have, you know? It's not everyone else seeing it. You get to see it too.
Yeah, there's two reasons why going third person is actually amazing for Marvel Rivals.
Exactly.
It is melee characters can actually be a thing.
Yes.
You can get in and see your surroundings and then promptly escape efficiently. And then it's also you can see your sick-ass skin that you paid money for.
I always slander it for what they did. My thing for Overwatch is this. They lost my trust and also lost my hope. That's the thing that I think really screws me over. They lost my hope. I have no hope of them ever getting better. With Marvel Rivals, I not only have hope, I have a lot of it because they actually are delivering on what I hope for. They're giving me new maps. They're giving me 4 new heroes. There's nothing much I can really ask for, except be patient and I'll give them money. That's it.
Let them cook.
Let them fucking cook, because right now they're master fucking chefs.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I won't ever shit on Valorant for skins. They may be overpriced and the game can be very boring, but at least the cosmetics are only for the gun. Like, yeah, they're only for the guns, I will admit. You know, at least I can see what I'm buying. Like, Russian Cat just got that down right. You know, at least I can see what I'm buying. When it comes to like Overwatch, most of it's just for the entire, like, the guns are changed and the skin is changed, but you don't ever get to see the skin full outright unless you're doing a fucking emote.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know. But in my opinion, this person can have their opinion, but I really feel like they're just so stuck with Overwatch being like a template that they can't see what Overwatch is really failing at. And why I don't think Overwatch will probably be here much longer. Because actually, if you looked at some of the statistics, like even Asmongold did a thing on this, but it was like, as Marvel Rivals has released, the players for Overwatch have actually gone down. Just woke up.
Well,
balls.
This has been twofold. The actual players have gone down in numbers, and also with the way games are played nowadays, Twitch views are down for Overwatch as well, and that is huge as well.
And not to mention, One thing I have to give Marvel credit for, they did the thing I liked about Halo. The battle pass stays. It never goes away.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy it again later, which means I don't have to shell out money for the battle pass right now if I don't want to. I can save it up and I could buy it later. That makes me incredibly happy.
You also don't have to no-life the game because it goes away in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
you can play it when you want to fucking
play it, grind it out. Hell, if you don't say you don't want to buy the new battle pass because you don't, it's not my thing, right? But say my friend wants to play it because he thinks it's cool. I can still play it with him and grind out my old battle pass I haven't finished.
Mm-hmm. No, it's actual peak.
It is. It honestly is.